Sometimes the greatest acts of faith aren't loud. They aren't performed on a grand stage for everyone to see. Instead, they're risky, they're costly, and they often happen quietly in the shadows when no one is watching. Today, we're diving into the story of someone who proves that true courage isn't about who you are, but what you're willing to risk for what you believe. This is the story of Rahab. When we first meet Rahab in the book of Joshua, she's not a prophet, a warrior, or a queen. She's a Canaanite woman living in the fortified city of Jericho. In the eyes of her society, and especially from the perspective of the invading Israelites, she was an outsider, someone to be dismissed or even rejected. Her profession placed her on the margins, and her nationality made her an enemy. Yet, despite all this, her name is now etched in history, remembered alongside the greatest heroes of faith. How did this happen? It all came down to a single, life-altering moment of decision. Imagine the scene: 2 Israelite spies, enemies of her people, arrive at her doorstep, seeking shelter in a city that's on high alert. The king of Jericho knows they're there and sends soldiers to her house. This is Rahab's crossroads. She has a simple choice: turn them over and guarantee her own safety, or protect them and risk immediate execution for treason. It was a choice between self-preservation and a flicker of something more, something she had only heard about. Hiding them on her roof under stalks of flax was not just an act of defiance, it was a profound act of faith. She looked past the immediate danger, past her own security, and saw a greater destiny unfolding, one she wanted to be a part of. What's truly remarkable is that Rahab's faith wasn't built on personal experience. She had never worshipped the God of Israel. She had only heard tales of how this powerful God parted the Red Sea and gave the Israelites victory over powerful kings. She tells the spies, "I know that the Lord has given you this land." She wasn't just hedging her bets, she was declaring a conviction. She believed in a God she had never known personally and trusted in a promise of salvation she had no right to claim. The scarlet rope she hung from her window wasn't just a sign for the Israelite army. It was a symbol of her surrender, her courage, and her hope in a future she couldn't yet see. And what was the result of this risky faith? Her story didn't end when the walls of Jericho fell. Because she took that risk, she and her entire family were saved. But it gets even better. Rahab, the outsider from Jericho, was welcomed into the nation of Israel. She married an Israelite named Salmon, and their story continued generations later. Her name appears in the most unexpected of places. When the Gospel of Matthew lists the genealogy of Jesus, right there among the patriarchs and kings is the name Rahab. The woman from the margins of society became a direct ancestor of King David and ultimately of Jesus Christ himself. Rahab's journey is a powerful reminder for all of us. It teaches us that God doesn't measure you by your past, your background, or what society thinks of you. He responds to your faith, to your courage, even when it's just a whisper in the dark, sometimes one single risky step of faith is all it takes to completely redirect your destiny and change your future. Forever, thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, please like and subscribe for more.